Welcome back, friends.
Welcome back.
Waterdeep, City of Splendors, episode 37.
Awesome.
It was like I was telling you. If any of the things that I'm involved in would bring shame to the family name, of course I would stop doing it, and I wouldn't want you to feel uncomfortable. Perhaps I don't know exactly what I was involved in here. And you see Mr. Blackwell fussing with his overcloak, as if he's got some equipment under there or something like that. He keeps trying to settle it.
So we like just arrived back at the bookstore.
Yes.
Okay.
And you suddenly notice it's not his equipment. There's something moving under his coat.
There's something moving?
And he's trying to like finagle it.
What do you got under there?
He opens his coat up and fluttering out and going around each of your heads is this creature. Did that pop up on your screen?
Yeah.
Little demon.
Yeah. Yikes.
They told me to hold on to it. It was kind of like a rite of passage sort of thing. I don't feel so right about it all of a sudden. Frankly, a little embarrassed.
Yeah, I don't really feel right about it either. Are you supposed to be bringing that to somebody or?
No, they did just tell me to hold on to it.
Okay. Is that the one that you summoned?
Well, no, they had brought this one previous to that summoning circle. Had given it to me beforehand. Apparently they bound them to you. Spoke my name when they... Anyway, don't feel quite right about it, and he's kind of batting at it now as it flutters around his head.
But it's not like hostile or anything like that.
No, actually, it's quite like as it goes by him, it looks like it's like carefully just like caressing the side of his head, and he's like shooing it away. It's actually quite gentle.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I mean, I don't have a problem with that, I guess.
And it shows you the same kindness.
I wonder if I could do some kind of like check to see like if I can figure out the origin of this creature or if I would just know that.
Yeah, you
like an arcana.
You can make the roll, but you've heard of imps, and you've heard of Donovan talking about his experience with imps, actually.
Okay.
Imps would be very low on the like devil food chain. But that's what they are. They're little devils. Little lesser devils.
Okay.
Actually, probably the second to the lowest. Imps are found throughout the lower planes, either running errands for their infernal masters, spying on rivals, or misleading and waylaying mortals. An imp will proudly serve an evil master of any kind, but it can't be relied on to carry out tasks with any speed or efficiency. You know these things.
Okay.
You also know they have been known to have like shape-changing abilities, but you don't know to what extent. Okay, you were saying?
So because I can understand and speak Infernal, I'll just try to like talk to it, I guess, to see if it understands me.
Okay.
And I'll ask it in Infernal, like, why are you here? Who summoned you?
And it says, I've been bound to your father, and maybe even you with the same last name. I would serve you well. And it flutters around your head as well as Mr. Blackwell's, who's continuing to shoo it away.
And what kind of services could you offer the Blackwells?
Oh, anything.
I think I'll ask it to kind of like protect the establishment, to just kind of like hang around the bookstore.
Oh, yes, I'm great at protecting the establishment.
Okay, great. Yeah, don't just keep an eye on the tomes and the books. Make sure that nobody with Butterfingers? That's not the right term. Gets their hand on them. Sticky
Sticky
fingers?
fingers?
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking of.
Quite the opposite.
Yeah.
Oh, I love buttery, sticky fingers.
Well, there might be a Butterfinger in it for you if you show us your work ethic.
Oh, goody.
And just try not to annoy my father too much. The whole flighty flying thing kind of makes him nervous.
Oh, and he flutters around. What will you call me? I wonder.
I was just going to ask, do you have a name?
And we'll switch the scene to, let's see here. Rhea and Joanna, you had left within minutes of Aldous leaving. Donovan had said, hey, he's not necessarily safe out there on his own. Why don't you go find them? And you didn't find them. By the time you got outside, you figure you might, but you did not. Tell me what route you would take and where you were heading.
And we're currently off of Avine Street where the circle is.
Yeah, you started there.
And were we going to go back to the inn first, or we already departed, correct?
You just departed, yeah. You went a couple of blocks away looking in the direction that you thought Aldous would have traveled.
Mm-hmm.
Then suddenly thought, wow, I can't believe we thought we were going to catch him. They must have moved pretty swiftly or something like that. And you see one of these creatures about 30 feet in front of you, kind of bobbing in the air eerily. The streets this is like wee hours of the morning, so the foot traffic is light. There is still here I have an image actually. Where's my image? I'm not finding my image. Anyway, the foot traffic is light, and which lends an eeriness to the wee hours of the morning here. It is the North Ward, so it's lit up. There are street lamps. Not that would matter much to Rhea.
And I drew a path. I'm not sure how far along to go, but not quite going back to the high road, but
Nice.
just like taking the back roads a little bit parallel to it. And then
You're heading south.
yeah, maybe just once we get to Seldus Street, just kind of like pause and look around a bit.
Is that thing following us the whole way?
You keep looking back, and yes, it's following you.
I mean, I almost think we should like turn the corner real quick and then try to hide for a second, see if it'll keep going past us.
Okay.
You try that. You wait for 30 seconds at a time. You don't see it, so you move on a little bit. You stop again, waiting for it to like you said, move past you or something like that. I'll find my picture. And you could swear you're being followed. Out of the corner of your eye, you see three cloaked, hooded individuals. They go out of vision, but you think you saw the same three individuals. You're not sure. Actually, make a perception check. This is not the picture, but wait, where is it? No, that's not. Dang. What a cool picture. Northward, so the nice part of town. Looks a little like this right now. And you hang there on the corner for a minute, waiting for someone following you to pass by you, I assume. And someone does walk in front of you and continues to walk. And you look out, just peeking your head around the corner, and you watch that individual just keep moving. You suddenly find yourselves the only two on this block. You keep moving.
Yeah, if it seems safe, just keep working our way down.
All right, as soon as you start moving again, this individual steps right in your path and says, "Ah, there you are," and reaches his mace-like weapon into the air as to strike at you.
Oh my god.
And you see a second of these individuals step into view.
And who do you think you are?
I don't know if he's about to talk to us. It looks
the
like he's
end of your
about
night.
Kick his ass, right?
So let's get this guy out here. I have to roll with the punches. I can't actually bring. It's the weirdest thing. and bring the token onto the. All right, so right where you. Two of these individuals step up, and you see a third individual, still cloaked, smaller than these two. I guess I should pull your tokens on here.
Is this guy that is standing in front of us? Can I tell? Is he an enemy? Can I tell that he's an enemy?
You look him up and down, and you do see well, not necessarily an enemy of you, a combatant, that's for sure. But you see a symbol that you became familiar with through Donovan somehow. It's a Zentarum pin on his lapel.
I'm trying to decide if I want to use my brace, which is a maneuver. And I mean, it would make me attack, but when an enemy is within 5 or moves within 5 feet of me, I can use one of my superiority die to just
Nice.
try and hit. Can I do that?
I don't see why not. Can you throw it into the?
Yeah.
Oh, not finding your tokens. Crazy, crazy. So sorry. Give me a moment here. I'll find your tokens. Unbelievable. All right. All right, and essentially these two square off in front of you on this empty street corner.
We're about to duel.
Well, since he stepped right in front of us, it says before he can make an attack, I can make an attack first as my reaction to him stepping in front of us.
Excellent.
So I'm going to do that with Azraedge.
Very nice.
Well, I guess I'll roll my initiative too.
You have to select yourself first.
Oh, whoops. Um, 11?
Right
Wait,
in the
did I-
middle there.
Did I do that right?
It came up as 10.
Yeah, Azeroth should look that. Looks
Yeah. And then your reaction came up as an 11 to hit.
So, is this it? Brace?
Yep.
Yeah.
11. It does hit.
Oh my gosh. So it says
Weaklings.
it says that if the attack hits, add the superiority die to the attack's damage. I forget what the superiority die.
It's a 1d8.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah.
So I can add 7 to the 18.
Yep.
Whoa.
Probably
What's
gonna
that?
one-shot him.
Is that 25?
Yeah.
So 25 damage.
Before this guy can even get off an attack, and he was higher in the initiative, he had the initiative on you. Somehow you didn't take him out of combat, but he's bleeding profusely from this area of his body in between where his armor is. And I guess he gets to attack. Oh, wait. Advantage.
Oh my god.
And he is masterfully lands his weapon on you with a thud, restoring some of his possibly lost morale from your lightning fast abilities. And he gets a second attack.
No. Oh my
And
god.
hits you again for another 6 bludgeoning damage. Feeling like he's back in this fight, he kind of pumps his chest a little bit, smacks the ground with his mace.
I won't let you die.
Just very matter of fact.
Your turn, Raya.
I want to go and attack the one that's already bludgeoned and bleeding. I'm assuming this one here.
It was actually this one, but yeah. You're free to attack either of these. They're both.
Get him, Ray.
Yeah, I want to. I'd also like to
Like-
use
Yeah.
my channel divinity here. So it adds a plus 10 to you. That's 6. So it'll be 16.
Dang.
Awesome. Well, what-
Although only hitting for 3 damage. But I guess we'll see if that kills it.
Wow. That's a cool spell.
Hitting him in the same area. Oh, wait, what was the. Oh, it's a spell. Does he get a save?
No.
No, I can just use it before you declare if it hits or not.
-3 hit points. It hits him in the same exact spot where he was bleeding from, and obviously he is very injured, but still not taken out of the fight.
Then, as my bonus action, I would like to try to finish him off.
Going to kill him.
So I'd like to attack, but a 4 definitely does not hit. So
A 4 does not hit. Describe your miss.
I, cock back my warhammer in an attempt to hit him, and I completely swing and a miss, and just like spin around in a circle dramatically. And I'm a little embarrassed. Look like a fool in front of them.
All right, and then this other one goes.
Wait, is it Joanna's turn first?
Oh, is it? Oh, yeah, it is. It is. Sorry.
The other one's injured, so I'm gonna go for the one that has not been hit yet.
Yeah.
With Azure Edge. And I'm assuming it's close enough that I can just wield it. I don't have to throw it.
Yes.
10?
Oh,
10 does not hit.
I
Describe your miss.
So I have the guy that's right in front of me that's injured, and in an attempt to kind of like reach over him, I just barely miss the guy. Like the guy can just kind of like scoot his body back enough to miss my swing. I do have an extra attack though, so I missed this guy. Now I'm gonna go for the guy who's injured, since he's right in front of me.
Go for it.
that'll get him. Nice.
So 26 and 12 damage on the guy who's injured.
And he is immediately taken out of combat. This other guy is still uninjured, feels confident enough to stick in this fight. Wait, did you roll a natural 1?
Oh god, yeah, I didn't realize.
So it was my fail as well.
Oh my gosh.
I'll imagine that I slipped so bad on that first swing in an attempt to get that guy that instead of hitting him, I hit the guy in front of me. So I meant to hit him, but I slipped and I accidentally hit the other guy instead.
Nice. Perfect. All right. Unless you have any other bonus actions, this guy is attacking. And he does not get advantage because oh, 16. Does that hit you? AC?
My AC is 16.
Hitting you forcefully with his mace, doing 5 bludgeoning damage, and then swinging it wildly back at Rhea, missing. And this guy's dead, so it's Rhea's turn again.
I'd like to cast Inflict Wounds at level 1. So run up to him and just touch him, and 16, I think that hits.
Yes. And the damage, 14 damage. All right, this guy tries to disengage from you.
Free attacks.
So how do we just like automatically get like free attacks despite what class, or is that just like
Get an
depending
attack at
on-
disadvantage. He's gonna use all his ability to do anything to avoid your attack. So yeah, you get an extra attack at him, but it'll be a disadvantage.
All right, let's do it then.
Oh,
The 8 does not hit. Is that what that is?
That's the damage.
A
Oh, that's
5.
the damage. The 16 definitely. Oh wait, what's the 16?
The
about?
16 was the high roll. The 5 was the lower roll.
Ah, yeah, 16 totally hits. And this guy stumbling as he takes that damage. And we will, let's see here. Switch scenes. Get rid of these. Donovan, you still, almost as if it's burned into your eyes. The image of the only thing you could think to describe it as a piece of hell. And you still see that light. It follows your vision wherever you look now, making it a little difficult to see in the dark. But you do eventually see, and when your vision gets clear enough, is a carriage, a black carriage. You see a familiar black carriage across the street. And leaning their head outside the carriage window as you spot him. Williford Crowell.
I'll put my hand down onto Harlow's shoulder. She's still with me, right?
Yes.
Come on, little one. I think we have a ride. How far are we from Avernine or Avine Street? Are we headed back towards?
Are you backtracking the route you took?
Yeah, I think we're going to be a little less concerned about being secretive, but we would go out and to this area here, and then go out, and then just go directly up.
Yeah, you saw him as soon as you came, as soon as you got across the street, or just down the street from the, if everyone remembers their visit to what apparently was a shrine to Asmodeus.
Williford! I like wave as he's looking at us.
He nods. He
I'll
waves.
approach the carriage. Oh, what luck to find you out and about at this late hour.
Oh, it's not luck, my friend.
Oh, I'm sorry. Are you waiting for someone?
I wanted to let you know, Lord Castellanter is already aware of tonight's events. He said not to worry. Everything will be taken care of.
Not to worry. What do you mean?
Don't be worried about anything that happened tonight on Aveen Street. He's not concerned about it.
Well,
He's-
bit of bad luck. Would you be kind enough? Our friends have already left a bit earlier. We were just headed back to the manor. You could give us a lift?
Of course.
Excellent.
He points at the door.
I'll open it and help Harlow up into the carriage, and then pay close attention to the direction he goes.
You sit in the very comfortable, stylish, well-appointed carriage, and it's dark in the corners in here. So dark that you at first did not notice until he leans forward out of the dark corner.
Oh, well, late for you to be out, my lord.
Oh, not at all. I learned that you stumbled upon one of our meeting places, and there was a mishap. And I just wanted you to know I don't want this to change our relationship in any way.
Well, a bit frightening. Actually, scared the hell out of Harlow here.
He motions to Williford, and the carriage takes off.
You're still able to give us a lift back to the manor?
Certainly. Is that where you're headed? And he points to the driver, Williford.
So
To the manor, Williford.
What do you?
Hey, you guys got it. I'm sorry. Chat amongst yourselves for a minute. You got to give me a minute. I'll be right back. Sorry about that.
You got any questions for him, Harlow?
Use my telepathy and ask, do you think it was the mirror? And they can see us through the mirror.
I'll shrug and then just nod yes. Clearly, he was aware of what's going on, which is a little bit frightening, considering. But can I communicate with you when you use that?
No.
Okay.
Just one-sided.
Do you have any questions for him? I'm trying to think. Now I'm worried about probing too much because I pretty much set myself up to be executed if this goes sideways. So, and he is a lord here in Waterdeep. He's got a lot of political power. I'm a little nervous.
So sorry.
You're good.
Then I grab the note that we found and didn't the note say something about Williford meeting us there or meeting them there?
Yeah, we'll hang on to that. I'll pat Harlow's hand and just nod like it's okay, it's all right. I have to ask, what was the meaning of that event back there? What were you hoping to gain out of that?
It looks worse than it is. You should understand that these foppish nobles, they need a hobby. So, in order to keep them engaged, we give them one. Set them to tasks. Have them perform ceremonies. Keep these rich people busy. It's really what it boils down to.
It had nothing to do with you, the situation that you currently find yourself in, involving your children.
Yes. It does involve it somehow, but all I want to do is save them, so hopefully this doesn't affect our arrangement and you helping me to save my children.
Oh, no. The children are certainly at the top of my list of priorities. as is a good night's rest. I feel like perhaps we wasted some time in investigating this matter, but
And you pull up to the manor in what you consider to be record speed. Like, whoa, I would have expected at least 5 more minutes, and that's at top speed. And he says, so I'll take care of any details on the Bean Street. Don't worry about it. It's not the first time a noble's gone missing.
well,
But I need your word that we're still on the same path.
no, of course. No, I think I speak well for not just for myself, but all the members of Blackwell's Union. That we're with nothing but interest in assisting you in acquiring your end and our what was it, 10%?
Good. Then rest up. And he opens the door and motions you out and says, rest up. I remember you mentioning you had something to handle with a business associate in the wee hours.
Yeah, we were planning on
Maybe.
that.
Before sunup, you had mentioned.
Yes, yes. Busy. Thank
Maybe
you.
take a nap and get to it.
Well, good night to you, my lord, and thank you for the ride.
Certainly. And he closes the door and the carriage.
I'm gonna rush into the
Effortlessly, that carriage moves along the street. The horses don't even seem to make noise. The barest of clopping on the cobblestones.
I want to grab Harlow by the hand and then hurry into the tap room to see if my companions have returned to the manor yet.
You hurry into the tap room and you hear that noise. Did you hear that?
I did.
And suddenly there's a cloud of white smoke around you. And you taste a sweetness in your mouth suddenly. And Harlow, are you there, Harlow? I don't hear you.
I'm there. I'm here.
All right, good. So it misses you completely. But this spring arm trap swings overhead and squarely hits Donovan in the chest and face. What seems to be a confection sugar pie. And then you suddenly see come into view as you wipe the first face you see is Nat. And she looked very concerned as if they did something wrong. Then you see Squidly, and he's like scratching himself nervously. And Jank pulls his mask off and says, "Oh, wasn't meant for you. We didn't think you were gonna come in through this door."
No. Good. This is excellent work. I'll wipe the powdered sugar and whatever else cream from my face and fling it onto the floor. No. It was ingenious. Yes, it's just brilliant. Are the others here as I'm wiping my face? Have you heard them moving about upstairs?
They're not here now.
Shit. Well,
We haven't been upstairs. We've been protecting the first floor.
That's good. I'll return to your posts. I'll walk over to the bar and grab a bar rag and then walk back.
Jenks says, "Nat, Squidly, reset the trap!" And he twirls around with a flourish, directing them to go here and there and do this and that.
Yeah, just make sure that you disarm it in the morning before anyone else trips it. But good work. Excellent.
That was the idea, yeah.
Yeah, yeah, excellent. Thank you.
I thought you'd go upstairs. I'm so sorry.
Yeah,
We didn't mean it.
It's
So we're not in trouble?
no trouble. I'm
Good.
impressed. Impressed. Frightened. I'm gonna need to change my shorts and wipe my face, but yes. Yes. Back at it then. Back to guard duty. Good night. I'll walk back out, wiping my face with the rag, and head around to the entrance to the second floor and see if anybody's come back yet.
All right. And you do meet one individual as you come around. You walk out the front and then back to out the back to go to the second floor, and you come upon this individual swinging his nightstick.
Is his name Briggs?
His name is Benham. You know Benham. You've seen him around, and he does look a little like Briggs. Oh no, not Briggs. We do look alike, though.
You do. It's
You look a bit alike.
remarkable. You could be brothers.
And you are again?
Donovan. I'm the proprietor of Troll Skull Manor and the Lift Your
Proprietor's
Spirits.
job never ends, I suppose. A little early to be up.
Or a little late. Yes. Long night. Business.
A quiet night in the North Ward.
Good. Excellent.
Praise tomorrow.
Sergeant Briggs. He
Stops him. He was about to move along, obviously.
he's
but
back on.
stops.
He's back on duty tomorrow. Actually, what was the name of the? Hold on, I gotta go back through my notes here. Captain Staggett, right? Captain Staggett.
I know of Captain Staggett. What of him?
Typically, I would imagine he works the day's shift.
I wouldn't be aware of Captain Staggett's. He hasn't worked in this ward recently. I know that.
I think he's to the south, but just curious.
I heard him do work in the C ward, working some special cases. But his main, he's always been stationed in the dock ward.
It's good to know. Sorry to keep you on your rounds. Have a good night.
Good night.
I'll rush up the stairs and cautiously open the door on the second floor.
All right. Oh, there's the first floor. Where's the second floor? Oh, there it is. And
And
the
are
kids do.
Joanna and I still
Oh, you're
out,
right.
or did we also come back to the manor as well?
You all came back to the manor. The kids just must not have seen you, but they, yeah, everyone is here now. And you
Excellent.
assume, you assume it is maybe 3 bells.
Ugh. I'll join all them in the common area there. Oh, it's good to see. Is Aldous made it back as well? Everyone's safe.
Aldous has been in his study since he got back. Yes.
I peek my head. I like crack the door open and peek my head out of the door.
Glad to see you made it back. We have much to talk about. If just for a few moments. I want to let you know what happened after you left the chapel on Avon Street. We, after disrupting the service and Rhea and Joanna going out after you, Aldous, Harlow and I stayed behind. I did my best. I'll look around kind of almost guilty to try and clean up the mess I created. I'm not sure if that really matters now. Victoro gave us a ride back here to the manor. He knows what happened. It's possible he was able to watch. There was what I think may be some sort of a magical mirror in the place. But more interestingly, in the basement of that place, below the circle that we all saw in the one room, there was what appeared to be a gate. I can only describe it as a tiny piece of hell in a room much older than the rest of the structure, as if it's been there since Waterdeep's birth. I think that is where they were pulling these imps from. Victoro hinted at knowing that there had been something that had happened, which makes me nervous for your father, Aldous, but it also makes me nervous for us. We have to sleep on whether or not this is something we want to discuss with perhaps Gillester or someone else, so as not to look... I don't trust Victoro at this point. I would think that if given the opportunity, he could try and paint us in a bad light. We should probably try and figure out who we can trust enough to share that information with, and trust us enough to allow us to handle it, at least
Donovan,
in the short
you
term.
still are trying to wipe the dot out of your eyes. Just doesn't seem to go away. It was like looking into the sun. It seems.
It defies description, what I saw. I'm gonna have trouble sleeping even now, but if all of you want to think about what we should do, if we want to report this, I know everyone needs a little bit of rest before we decide what we do tomorrow, but it's certainly something we all need to think about.
I'm pretty set on going to see Skimo.
Dude, let me go grab a going to see Skimo beer. Hold on.
I have no issue with that. You wish to, I mean, at this point, I know we're all in need of rest, especially the spellcasters. If
I need some rest too. I'm pretty
definitely.
injured.
yeah, what happened to you?
I came out with a bunch of injuries, I guess. And I killed a guy.
Good. You were attacked on your way back here to the manor?
Yes, but Rhea, who were they?
I'm not sure who they were. They approached us, and we were being followed by a gazer. And then all of a sudden, these two large men came out with maces and just almost instantly tried to attack us, and we had to fend for ourselves right then and there.
Pretty much.
We took care of both of them.
It's exactly.
You saw the scene?
Yeah, I was just asking. You and your father made it back all right, though, Aldous?
Yeah. Just one small thing. He did have an imp under his cloak, and it resides at the bookstore now.
Okay.
It seemed fine. We haven't named it yet, but I'm thinking Bart.
Well, just so you know, didn't we find a note regarding the purpose of the imps, DM? Can I share that note with everybody?
Yeah, where did you find that?
It was dropped by one of the other nobles when they were leaving.
Yeah.
I have.
Oh, right.
I'll hand it to the group so they can all see it. All the more reason not to trust Lord Castellanter.
Let's see.
While everyone's reading that, I'm like playing with my dolls, mentioning how we should go and prank Victoro as me being a guards person and asking him questions.
Donovan, you feel a tap on your shoulder.
We're not alone. Who else? Who is it? I'll look.
You see, standing upright, somewhat unnaturally, a broom. Then the broom moves over to a mirror on the wall and taps on the mirror and stays leaning on the mirror.
I'll walk over towards the mirror, say on this wall here.
The broom handle taps on the mirror again, and you slowly start to see in the dust on the mirror letters forming. You see the letter D, letter A, letter R, letter K, and then next to it, as if it's another word, you see the letter E and the letter L. And then the lights completely go. Any light source that was currently lit, you immediately do not see it suddenly. Everyone's vision goes dark, including the people with dark vision.
Okay, I was about to ask.
I'm like, not again.
Shit. Hold on to the stone. Hold on to the stone.
I have a baby fireball thing in my hand to try to see if we can see anything.
Does that help?
Does it help?
You slowly see Joanna first. You see Azarej glowing. It's different though. It's not reflecting off of anything else. You don't see anything else. You just see a blue glow. So it's not really lighting the area. You just see this blue glow. And then slowly each of you start to see the same emanating from Azarej, as if the magic of Azarej is penetrating this darkness. Arlo, did you say you were doing a
Yeah, I did the produce flame thing where I can make a light in my hand.
Okay. Is that a cantrip?
Can put it in the chat.
Similarly, this light that you would expect being magically produced, you see a glow, but it does not penetrate this darkness.
So we can't see. Can we see each other?
You can't now.
Rhea, Harlow, Joanna, Aldous, any of you. I'll turn around and speak and see if anyone can hear me.
And you do see a flickering flame that goes in and out of vision. It's faint. You also see this, everyone sees like this little flickery flame in the room, and also this eerie blue hazy light, both of which don't reflect off of even you. Like you don't see it casting shadow past you or anything like that. It's like magic fighting magic, sort of.
I'll move like towards the flame,
You bump
like
into Harlow.
slowly. Mm-hmm.
You gently bump into Harlow.
Oh, Harlow, that's you.
I'm okay.
Good, good. And I'll like hold on to like Harlow's shoulders.
I ask if we know what happened and how I learned this new thing, and do we think it will help? This is what the new thing is.
Oh. Dispel magic.
Yeah, what do you do? Verbal and somatic components.
First, in the group, if they think, if like, should I try the new thing I learned? So first was kind of waiting on like a
Yeah, I mean, it seems like you should be able to, right? Because it doesn't say that there has to be a target, it just has to be.
yeah.
Or
But,
wait,
like,
choose creature, object, or magical effect. So it's the magical effect that you're
Yeah.
targeting.
Yeah.
yeah, and like I was like in game like as Harlow asking you like really excited that I learned a new trick and
Right.
like asking if I can show you guys the new trick.
Yeah,
Try
I'll
it,
say
Harlow.
try it out. Yeah.
Okay. So like for my verbal thing, like I say like abracadabra, let there be light, and then for my somatic, I like do a spinny thing.
Nice.
And you hear like a crackling noise as if air is escaping out of something too quickly or some kind of weird sound like that, and suddenly the light comes back on.
Wow. Good job, Harlow.
During the scary noise, I hide behind Donovan.
Did you spin with Harlow, Aldous? You're holding her
Yeah,
shoulder.
maybe I did. Maybe I did. Yeah. Or I could do like I could like twirl Harlow. Cool.
I'll look back at the mirror. Is the writing still there?
Yes, you look back at the mirror, and now you see the word completed. It says Dark Elves.
Oh no.
And the broomstick taps on it again.
What about dark elves? Maybe are they maybe associated with the imps or the summoning? Maybe.
I think they're here. I'll draw my rapier.
What's going on? Joanna, Azarej reports to you telepathically that there are several unlawful presences.
I'm gonna mention that out loud, but I'm gonna kind of be like, this could mean anything, but just so you guys know.
I'm gonna step back over with the group. They're here. They're the ones responsible for this. The Dark Elves. They're known to be evil. They probably come for. And I'll look at Rhea. Come for it.
And I'll be like, you know, I read about some dark elves. They weren't all that bad.
Joanna, Azarej reports that those unlawful beings have left his area of awareness.
Alright, guys, I know I just told you this, but apparently they're gone, so they must have left really quickly as soon as the lights turned on, or I don't know what's going on.
Does everyone still have all of their possessions?
Yeah, I check my bag to see if the stone is still there.
You find it immediately as it's right where you left it.
You might want to swallow that thing.
Yeah, I'll just have to do it every few hours, though. Gonna taste worse each time after the first time, so.
Well, you would clean it off.
Oh my god.
Yucky.
How big is the stone?
Maybe 6 hours. It's like
Fast metabolism.
It's like that big.
I wonder if that was Lith that was warning us about them being here. And why are they here? Are they here? Are they looking for the stone? They could be working with Xanathar. I mean, the stories I heard about the dark... I'll look at Aldous. I mean, the stories I heard about the Dark Elves, I heard, in the orphanage, and it's a couple of years ago. But what I'd heard is that they were viciously evil, sacrificed people... elves, other elves, dwarves, humans to their spider gods... a frightening race of elves that live without sun beneath the earth. But Xanathar is known to ally himself with Ithlids and brain devourers and things that otherworldly things that I wasn't even sure existed. It's possible they could be in league with Xanathar. Although why they would come here and visit and then leave...
Yeah, they must have been responsible for whatever magic that Azure Edge was detecting or fighting. But like you said, why?
Maybe they were
must-
trying to ambush us.
Yeah, they have to be after the stone.
And they thought better of it once Harlow dispelled the darkness.
Yeah, that probably sent them running.
Well, that said, we need rest. Perhaps we should buddy up for the night. Everybody, pick a friend, and we'll try and get some rest, so that especially you casters can get the rest you need. If we're going after Schemo tomorrow, then rest is certainly going to be a requirement.
Do I regain all my health after?
After a rest, yeah.
Okay, good, great.
I'll sort of go back into the doorway, shutting the door, and as I shut it, I say, I don't need to buddy up, I have my books.
All right, then.
Hey, everyone do a wisdom check.
I am smart.
Oh, I am not wise.
I don't know if I'm smart at balls.
I wonder why I'm not getting rolling dice tonight. That's weird.
Right, you notice Donovan's look a little rough around the edges. Looks like he needs a nap.
Donovan, if you want, you could take that, full or queen size there, that double bed. Spread out, get comfortable.
Aldous, you realized you had told, you had made plans. What is it about? Oh, yes. That mission at the parade tomorrow.
Right.
And you had previously planned to hunt down Schemo before dawn in order to be available. You're just putting the timeline. You're tired yourself. You guys have been up.
Yeah.
You're heroes, so you can stay up, and you're young, so you can stay up for a couple of days, but it would bring on a level of exhaustion if it went on for too long.
Right.
But you realize these things with your... Oh, and Harlow rolled a wisdom, critical wisdom.
Wow.
Harlow, you lock eyes with Aldous as he seems to be piecing your plans for the evening and the next morning together. It looks like it's spelled across his face what he's thinking about. And you have the same kind of reckoning. Looks like you're about to say goodnight to everyone, but we had previous plans to do stuff. Which it seems to be fine with you. It's just you're realizing this is what you said you were going to do.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I wonder, like, I'll ask the group, do you think that we should do one thing over the other, or do you still think that we can do both?
I mean, if we go to get Schemo now and not take a short rest at all, we can heal up Joanna. I can do that once we get to where we need to. I'm just waiting to save that spell slot for when we really need it. And then, do the mission after, during the day at the parade.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
And I feel like, if anything, the spell slots are most valuable to me, and I'm totally willing to just go right ahead. So if everyone else is, then
Okay. Yeah, I mean, sorry, Harlow.
Sorry. I was gonna say I'm like playing with my dolls, trying to weigh out like the pros and cons of like taking a rest and hanging out, or just going to Schemo and like showing you guys my play that I'm making with my dolls.
Mm-hmm.
Is that how you're weighing it out? Is you're making the dolls talk and weigh it out?
Yes.
I love that. So good. I'm wondering too if I could just if we're taking the carriage, I could just nap. Because I am out of spell slots, but the good thing about being a warlock is that you have a lot of cantrips and things like that. So
yeah, I definitely don't want to speak for you either. So if you want to rest somehow,
I mean, I only have 2 slots, so it's not even like I'm losing out on that much. So yeah, I'd say let's go.
I'll take a nap because I need a little bit of health.
I'll take a nap too.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't mind staying up and driving or being awake on the carriage.
Mm-hmm. And it's a pretty we're basically traveling the length of the city, so I imagine that it's gonna take I don't know a while.
An hour, 30 minutes.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Not this late at night. It won't take that long.
Okay.
Yeah.
Not unless you get ambushed, of course.
Mm-hmm.
Just
Going on your high wisdom rolls.
Mm-hmm. Do you think we'd be able to take a short rest, DM, during that time?
What's a short rest? An hour?
Yeah.
You'll probably be
Okay.
there before an hour.
Yeah.
Because
Yeah.
there's not much traffic. If you're taking the carriage, it actually takes a little while to put the carriage together and everything, but you will make that time up because you'll speed down, especially if you go down.
Right.
That red. I put in the most direct route.
Yeah.
When Donovan was plotting how to get to Schemos, he didn't think he was going to take that route, but he had described it as the direct route.
Right. Yeah, I mean, I would say it's up to Joanna, or Rhea, you think you can just heal her, so.
If you guys want to all you guys can all rest. Take the short rest. I'll drive. I'll prepare the carriage, drive it.
That's what I was going to say. You could rest in the carriage.
Yeah, do that.
Oh, okay.
Get in the carriage. Okay. I'll prepare.
It just probably won't take an hour to get there.
And then I'll drag.
Continue to rest while they investigate or whatever.
And I'll if necessary, I'll take the long way to get there. Try and drag it out for an hour, and then that way you guys all get an hour rest. I don't.
Okay.
I mean, other than just being tired, I don't need it. You guys are the ones that need it for hit points and spells and stuff. So let's do that. You guys want to do that?
Yeah, that sounds good.
All right. I'm going to grab what you need then. I'm going to go downstairs, get a bottle of whiskey, and then make yourselves comfortable in the carriage. I'll see that I'll do my best to get us there without any problems.
Cool. And I'll take my like usual fare. I have on my robes from Candle Keep, my Book of Shadows, the Wand of Secrets, the broken necklace.
You're all geared up.
Yeah. And some like reagents.
I have my favorite doll.
Nice. Very important.
Favorite dolly.
Yeah, so I'll do that. I'll prep the carriage. I'll go downstairs carefully, grab a bottle from behind the bar, wave at the kids, and then I'll head back out and start
They're
preparing the
crashed
carriage.
out on the floor now.
Probably asleep.
Totally sleeping.
Yeah. I'll grab a bottle and then head out to the carriage and start harnessing the horse, and get it ready to transport them. Make them as comfortable as. Grab blankets and pillows from your rooms, kids, so you can sleep on the ride. And be ready. I don't think Schimo's...
All right. Well, you are you going to take that most direct route then, or are you going to choose a different route?
I'm going to pick a different route.
Okay.
I'll go a little further west out of Troll Skull and then go south down to Waterdeep Way and then onto the high road. I'm going to try and give him... I'll try and give him at least an hour to rest in the back. I'm hoping that the clip clop of the horse's hooves and the gentle rocking of the carriage will be put them all to sleep quickly, and then I mean it's a pretty nice carriage, so I'm hoping it's not as nice as the Castelliner carriage, but it's it's a close second. So
Actually, yours is an amazingly appointed carriage. It's just the Castelliner carriage is kind of a technological marvel.
yeah, ours is just stolen. I mean, borrowed or whatever.
Floon stole it from the Grailhunt estate, actually.
It's pretty sweet.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll do that. I'll circle the market, and I am going to do my best to keep my eyes out to see if we're being followed by more gazers or dark elves.
Ignore my roll.
It's a good one. 40's good.
Well, you make good time. You said you were trying to make it to the market.
Yeah, I'll go to the
Circle
market, circle the market, and then head down the Street of Bells, and then if need be, I'll backtrack up the high road. I'm gonna be doing this the whole time. My purpose will be to make sure see if we're being followed.
You are certain the entire time you're being followed. How could you not be with the amount of interest that you've been drawing? Either that or everyone's had a night of it and you caught the city at a good time. But you're making good pace through the streets. You don't see any recurring characters following you or anything like that. You see the odd people walking. It happens all hours of the night. But yep, you're ready to leave the market. Which way are you going?
I'll go down the Street of Bells, down towards Waterdeep's Way. And then maybe I'll even, slowly make my way down, once I get to the high road, Waterdeep Way and the high road, maybe make my way past Slipstone Street, looking down the street so I can see if I can see weird bottles from there, and then kind of...
Yes, you see it.
Go this way and then go around and then back up and then maybe back down this way and
Wait, I don't see your marker now. Oh, okay, there it is. There it is.
and then around, and then back out. I'm gonna try and give my companions enough time to rest. And and once I get to around an hour, let me know.
You walk around that block and you get a good visual on the building. First of all, the block looks like this.
Oh,
And right where your drawings are,
you can delete my drawings there.
that's actually the building right there that your drawing is around.
That's Weird Bottles.
Yes, and it looks like this actually. As you approach it, from afar, you're not approaching the building, but as you got close enough to see, this is what that row of buildings jutting out there in the middle of Spoils Alley appears. And you know, Donovan, that second building in from the left is the back of Weird Bottles.
With the blue banner on it.
Yeah.
Oh, so there is a door on the second floor there, huh? But it's like onto a little balcony kind of thing.
Yeah.
Huh. All right, I'll park the carriage in a dark alley opposite side of the street, and once I think an hour's passed, I'll quietly open the door and reach in and grab Aldous' foot and gently shake it.
Are we there yet? Are we there yet?
Oh, we're
I
here.
get like startled. I like jet up and sprint outside the carriage, essentially.
I'll rouse the others as well. Everybody get their short rest.
I realize though, I don't think short rests replenish your spell slots, right?
No, they do.
But then
thought they
after
do.
that, you only get like one short rest spell slot and anything else.
Oh, for the day.
The 8
Yeah, you
hour
can only
thing.
do it once a day.
Oh, okay. So, yeah, so since this is the only time.
It's the next day,
Okay,
all
cool.
right?
Yeah, the next day.
All right. All right, guys, pick your spells. We're here. And then I'll walk up next to Aldous and put my hand on his shoulder and kind of lean into him and point at the structure with the blue and white eave, the lower one in the middle there. And I'll point at the structure. It's got 2 windows and then a door and a small balcony on the second floor. That's the rear of Weird Bottles there.
Do you think it's best that we enter that way then?
Maybe ambush them, or just because I thought we were just gonna knock on the door and like kind of play friendly at first, and then once we get in, or I guess we could just go in and guns blazing.
Your call.
Yeah, there's really the 2 options.
That's about it. Although, if it comes down to questioning, or if it looks like things are going to potentially get bad, or he's going to escape, I want all you guys to know my intention is to finish Schemo here. He's clearly no ally of ours, and he's got an interest in that rock that Ray is carrying around in her pocket.
Yeah.
Donovan, you remember in your head what Davil Starsong had said to you before he went to jail, where he's been ever since. But he had said, I'm beginning to think that Schemo Weirdbottle has betrayed us. For a while now, he hasn't been coughing up our share of the shop's profits, claiming both suppliers and customers are hard to come by because of all the trouble. And now I'm half convinced the little worm has been feeding information to our enemies. Not only that, but both the Watch and other faction of Zentarum. He's dealing with both those factions.
He can't be trusted. Either way, I don't think Schemo. I don't think Schemo. If I have a say in it, I don't think he leaves Weirdbottles tomorrow morning.
I agree.
So,
Well, sounds good.
Which way do we go in? I'll look over at Joanna. What do you think the best route of attack is here?
I'm not one to sneak up. I just go.
Yeah.
I just go right in. I don't care who sees me.
So, through the front door?
I know you're more of a sneaker.
At this point, I'm not sure that matters. We could go right through the front door at this point. Perhaps, if someone... It might not be a bad idea to have someone perhaps a group of us go through the front door, and then shortly after, maybe myself and someone else go through the back door, just to make sure he doesn't have a easy escape route.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
You know what? I'm feeling pretty confident with a group of you.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't think he'll be able to get away.
So,
let's just go through the front. Yeah, let's do it.
Through the front door it is.
Yeah. Donovan, I'll give you the pleasure of knocking.
Yeah, no, yes, of course.
You walk up to the 2-story building in the trades ward. Shop is on the ground floor with a set of stairs leading up to Schemo's small apartment above. You remember that from being there previously. The building has several windows on both floors, but only a single door leading in and out of the shop. You do remember the following features. How Schemo uses a light spell to illuminate the rooms he's in, usually leaving the rest of the rooms dark. You know the roof is a red tiled roof, sits 20 feet above the ground. There's no chimney. Schemo probably uses magic to keep it warm, just like he uses magic to keep it lit, you would assume. Donovan, you figure you could climb the brick walls pretty easily. And the windows, the large shop windows on the ground floor are easily accessible if you should wish to use them. Smaller windows 15 feet above the ground would require a little higher of a skill set to get through.
I'll tell you what. I'll turn around. I'll turn around and look at the group. How about I knock and then run around to the... You said there was a side... Is there a rear door or a side door?
There's only one door in and out.
Oh, just this one.
There's like a small balcony door on the back of the building, but that's not hardly considered a,
Yeah, it's not a traditional entrance.
It's more like a window. It's like up on a little balcony up there.
I'll stop before I knock. Maybe, let me just try this window real quick. I'm going to walk over to this window here. And then ask Joanna, hey, could you bring Azarage over here so I can see a bit better?
Window looks locked.
I'll check it for traps. Investigation.
Okay.
$17.
You find no trap.
I just had a thought. That spell that I used to escape the Growlhuns, I could use the same spell to like teleport inside.
Misty
and
Step.
Misty Step. And I could potentially like let you guys in, I guess, from the other side.
Yeah, you might need it later though. Let me see what I can do
I mean,
let me see what I can do as far as
okay,
opening
yeah.
this window.
If we've like exhausted all possibilities,
Yeah.
I can do that.
Might
Yeah.
need it. Let me I'll pull out my thieves tools and see if I can unlock this window here.
Roll that.
19.
Yep. You're fully, before you actually do it, you size it up, you put your, actually slide your tool in between the window where the latch is. Yep, you can do it. All you have to do is finish the job and you'll have this window open.
I'll pop the lock.
And you do that.
Smile at Joanna like, yeah. See, I just did that. And then carefully.
The window's not open, but the lock is the latch is unlocked.
All right. You got your full hit points, Joanna, from the short rest. By the way,
Oh, all of them? Okay.
I'm looking at your token. I am going to draw my rapier and open the window slowly.
All right.
Get ready.
I'm right behind you.
Yeah, I'll bring up the rear too.
What was your roll?
19.
Roll a dexterity check.
13.
That's your save.
Oh. There it is. 22.
Nice.
Thanks,
Much
Joanna.
better.
Thanks, Joanna.
You take a look beyond, just inside this window, getting a good eye. You have every confidence you would be able to open this up and get in there without making a sound.
All right, I'll very carefully climb to the window, mindful not to step on any of these runes on the floor. And then
Make a stealth check.
Stealth. Ooh. Oh.
Oh.
Now I'm going to use my reroll. Inspiration.
Wow.
Ah, critical. So Donovan,
That is so funny. You got a natural one and then
like
a
an
natural
expert, you felt the tile like as if it was going to move under your foot, and you immediately stopped applying pressure. You totally avoided the creaky floor.
That's awesome.
I'll turn around after I get in and whisper back at the others like, step where I step. Watch the floor, mindful, and I'll point at the spot where the mockingbird floor is.
Are we all coming through this way?
Or
I guess so.
I could go around and open the door, but that may have an alarm on it too.
Mm.
Yeah, Yeah,
So
I mean,
would
that's a
we-
good point.
Would we all have to roll for stealth then?
Now I think I found the trap or the alarm, so
Okay. With
Yeah, I
that,
just need to climb through the window, maybe.
I'll
perfect.
I'll stand to the side and kind of make sure that no one steps. Use my can I help them? Give them advantage climbing through the window?
Yes, then everyone who goes through the window has to roll a dexterity check.
With advantage,
Wrong.
right? Am I wrong?
If you help every one of them,
I'm
yeah.
going to help everybody as they come through.
Okay.
All right, kids.
Okay.
Let's see that double one.
Is 14 okay?
14's great.
Is 7 okay? That was with advantage.
Aldous gets some of his magic items caught on like the window frame, but
Yeah.
not badly enough to cause a ruckus. But you catch Donovan's eye. He's like got his eye on you.
I don't know, but is a 20 okay?
Indicates you might want to tuck that stuff in a little bit. Yeah, 20's okay. It's okay.
Yeah, as long as it's okay.
All right, so inside the shop here.
Right.
As we like follow Donovan, I'm gonna see if I can find where he has twigs of a tree that has been struck by lightning anywhere.
And yeah, you pan across this not too small rectangular room with dividers in it and shelves. Scanning the shelves, which are carrying vials of various sizes, as well as individual ingredients, obviously for sale. Crow's feet, you see, bat guano, other odorous oddities. You see a wooden counter lining the back of the shop there. And before long, you do stumble upon, you finger through some of these baskets and shelving compartments, and you do find your component, whatever component you desire there.
Okay. I'm going to take all the twigs that I possibly can hold in my pocket. Which I don't know how many of those that would be, but
It's like a whole handful. You could probably,
Yeah.
other than a few of them, you could probably pick them all up in one hand.
okay. How much would you say, like 20 or something?
20 sounds like a nice round number.
Okay. All right. So now I will never need any ingredients for Witch's Bolt ever again.
While he's doing that, I'm going to reload my pistols with the drow elven bullets that I have.
Donovan's loading his pistol. Aldous is filling up one of his pouches with some spell components. Very, very cool. Donovan, you catch out of the corner of your eye, you see a ledger at the counter.
Ooh, evidence. Yeah, I'll look around in addition to the ledger just to see if there's anything else that catches my eye of notice. I rolled a 10. But I will, after I'm finished, I'll grab the ledger and hand it to somebody who reads better than me. Aldous or Rhea.
You don't know what you're looking at in here, other than like that ledger. That means something to you, but everything else in here, they're all like spell components, and it looks like tree bark and dusty things, and little bags of sand. And
Yeah, I'm definitely gonna take the ledger. This place is fucking scary. All right. So everybody's in now?
I think so.
Let's see here.
I know Aldous and who's been in the shop before? I know Aldous was here. I think Harlow was here. Has Joanna or Rhea been in the shop before?
I don't think so.
Yeah, I don't think so.
You see some beakers and glass bottles laying around as if there was something in process of being made.
Hmm.
If you need any,
You see a bunch of shells with ingredients, potions, poultices.
Rhea, if you need any components, this is the place to find them. I'll whisper at her.
Let me double check.
Anyone with spellcasting ability, roll a intelligence, like Arcana
Okay.
check.
21. Wow. It's okay, Arlo.
Tell me what you roll, because I'm reading something at the same time. I'm not looking at the rolls.
Yeah, I did
Yeah,
21.
I rolled the
Rhea.
20.
I got an 8.
All right, Aldous, you find something with familiar markings
Hmm.
and read it to be a potion of healing. And Rhea, you similarly recognize something amidst all these items as a potion of climbing.
Hmm.
Okay.
Other than that, you don't recognize what the other things are.
Okay. Don't mind if I do. Well, what do you guys say? Should we go upstairs? I mean, I'm assuming that Schema would still be asleep.
Yeah, let's creep up that way. I'm gonna get this motherfucker.
Yeah.
I'll lead the group cautiously, mindful of traps and whatnot across the
Okay.
the room here. Oh,
All right.
where's Harlow? There you go, Harlow. You're in the room. And then around. I will keep mindful of any potential alarms or traps. I'll roll another investigation check. Natural one, so I don't see shit. No, we're good, guys. We're cool. I'm gonna lead us back towards this door that I think leads up to the second floor, I believe.
Okay.
And you don't find any traps. You don't make any noise so far. You guys are doing a good job of moving through here. Donovan is usually very sensitive to that kind of thing, and he doesn't seem to be concerned so far.
Right.
Is the door locked? I'll try the handle quietly.
It is not locked.
I will. Can I check it one last time for alarm here?
Yep.
And then if I don't think I've found anything, a 13.
You're pretty sure you didn't find? There's nothing there.
I will.
You didn't find anything.
As quietly as I can, I'll open the door.
It opens quietly.
Nice.
This is too easy.
And then I'll quietly step into the room. Is this door right here closed?
Yes. Although I don't think I put a wall in there. Can you see right into that room?
I can see a little bit. Is there? Can I tell from here? Is there is the door silhouetted in light? Like, is there a light on in that room, or does it look dark?
It looks dark.
Okay. I'll point up. I'll point at the stairs and then point up at Joanna so she knows where I'm going. And I'll walk over to these steps here. Oh, and now I'm going to, before I even step on the steps, after Joanna gets up close enough with Azure Edge for me to see a little better, I'm going to look at these steps and see if there's any that may be, noticeably covered in dust or marked or odd in some other way that might indicate that there's a trapped or an alarmed step there. I'll roll another investigation. 17. If I don't see anything, I will lead the group upstairs.
And Donovan, just as your foot hits the bottom step,
Knew it.
Oh, no.
you see coming out of the shadow, and you hear him mumbling something.
Spell.
No.
Catching you by surprise.
Get back!
Oh no.
All right, we're about to end for the night. Schemo Weird Bottle utters some arcane incantation, and you just see maybe blinding light issue forth from his hands. And that's where we're going to end up. If everyone wants to roll their Constitution saves or anything like that, we could roll.
No, we'll do it later, dude. I want to keep my. I want to get my advantage, my inspiration next time.
yeah, that's funny.
I don't want to roll that shit now. Oh,
Yeah, it's a cliffhanger. No, we can't. We can't do it.
He caught us. No, hopefully he's in his underwear.
Yeah, we can wait.
Yeah, we just have to remember that that's the first thing we have to do.
Oh, shit. I'm gonna have no problem remembering that shit.
Okay, good. I'll rely on you.
All right.
You want to roll initiative or wait till next time?
Oh, yeah, we can roll initiative.
Well, I could roll initiative. That would be a fun compromise.
Yeah. Initiative's cool.
Yeah, let's do that.
You guys want to roll initiative? Let's do it.
I'm doing it.
Ooh,
Oh, here, hold on. Let me get
good
rid
one.
of this stuff. Hold on. Yeah, roll again. I'm sorry.
Oh, okay. I got the same roll.
Initiative, yeah.
Joanna's ready.
Oh, there's my dice. It didn't come up before. Ooh. Joanna was the most prepared.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
If you stay ready, you don't have to get ready.
Oh, shit.
All right, guys. Well, I had fun.
Yeah.
Sorry,
thank
so
you.
short.
Me too. That was great.
Yeah, it
Best
was
I
fun.
can manage, but cool. Next
Well-
Wednesday, hopefully. If not, let me know.
And next time we know 100% that we will be fighting Schemo.
We're finally there. We're finally fighting
I
Schema.
hope so.
Or dying, one or the other. So awesome.
Yeah.
Great.
Yeah.
All right,
Oh,
guys.
boy.
Girls.
All right, later, guys.
Have a
Thanks
great
for
night.
hanging.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah,
Bye.
gotta make some dinner. See you later.
See you.
Okay.
Bye.
Bye.
Yeah. Bye.